they had a lot to work with this year, and I feel like they didn't do too much, but it's okay. All right, let's see how we're doing. See how we're doing now off the break here. So yeah, once you're done, just give me a little bit of an input. Give me a little bit of just a sentence or two what you think kind of happened and what you could do better a little bit. Very good stuff there. You know, that's the last guy behind you.
Oh,
so the first mistake I would say is like, I feel like that hill is very limited to space. Like, I don't personally like having two people on there. I feel like it's such a small hill. And in terms of map, like, we want more people across the map. Like, you see how they're spreading their people through middle? One thing you kept doing there is kept on going towards the hill. So I personally prefer having a bit more of like widespread, having someone like Cannon. I feel like they just had more map control, stretching the map a bit more. That's the first thing I would say. We know one's on the point, one's there. Okay.
Oh, he jumped through the window.
That wasn't too bad.
Through mid.
Keeping some pressure there again, just being a bit quicker. I would say a bit more decisive. That wasn't too bad though. Right, this is a pretty good start though. Pretty good start there. We know that's perfect. That's 3 down. Let's see what we do. Let's see. I want to see what you do off the break here.
They're pushing from top.
Okay, unlucky there. Again, it wasn't a bad play. Maybe just using a trophy a little bit earlier, I would say, is maybe the one thing I would say there. But again, it's not too bad so far. It's actually been okay so far. Right there, you went into the cross. Yeah, again, that's a really good point what you mentioned. I think you're kind of letting them as well. One thing you're doing, you're funneling constantly to the hill, which is fine, right? But I feel like we're not really taking a lot of space on the map. I feel like everything you're doing is going towards the hill, but it's limiting your map control. Right now, with 10 seconds left, you're pinching from this side. You've got to be careful here. Make sure we don't overcommit. That's 4 down, though. It's a clean 4 down. This is good. So right now, again, right there. You don't need to retreat fully. Like, your teammates are retreated there. Why are you going all the way back to the top? Like, you should be holding top middle here. You see what I'm saying? You should be holding middle there. Like, you just gave up that whole map control. Like, why not stay middle there? Right there, you should have went up top the middle jump up and just hold middle map there. You see what I'm saying? You're constantly giving up map control and playing way too safe. Now look what happens. You die once and they're on the hill. You need to put more pressure on them. You got a good gun skill, bro. You're frying these guys. You're getting 2 pieces, 3 pieces, but you're not giving yourself look at that. You're getting 3 pieces and you're just making it so scrappy for no reason. Like, all your fights are on the hill. Every fight you've had has been on the hill. There's been no time you're pushing them out. We need to push them out more, suffocate them a bit more in their spawn.
I understand what you mean.
Good. I like that. So right now, again, same good stuff. They're perfect. Use your equipment up front. Now, this is great. This is much better. Again, it's one at the back here. That's the last guy. That's fine. Now I would even start rotating right now. Just because of how big of a money our next one is.
Oh, there it is.
So right there, I think you did a good job overall in P3, but at that last P4 right there, you have to play a bit more discipline there. Like, throw a shoulder, let him look at you, and kind of just distract. Like, use your teammates a little bit more. That's something I'm seeing straight away. You're just very, like, in your own world. You're kind of just in your own flow. You're not really using your team at all. Yeah, throw a shoulder, play your life. Even right there. But like, just throw a shoulder, play. You're sending your teammate through a nade, but you were still one shot from the enemies, right? Like, you're doing the same thing. You're just funneling in the hill. You're not really using your team or anything like that. Like, just throw a shoulder, be annoying. Wait for your teammates come through double door, right? Let them come through now. Go in. Your teammates there. Like, you gotta go with your team. Now, right now, your teammates are there. Help them now. See, it's not a coincidence that one time you help your teammates, you're able to get in. Like, you're not using the map enough to play with your team. You're playing solo queue, right? So what you're doing is you're kind of going off timing and you're just hoping a lot. Like, look at the score right now. You guys are down, but you've individually slayed quite well. So you're probably looking like, oh, my teammates are terrible. That's going to be your first thought process. Oh my God, Timmy's 2 and 12. Oh, he's playing terrible. But it's like, sure, maybe slaying wise, they're not doing as much as you, but you're not making the game easy on them either. So we've got to find that balance a bit. Good play. Just holding this area. Okay. I didn't mind this play. I didn't love it. But yeah, I would have stayed where you were, to be honest with you, just because you gave up. Again, you're doing the same thing. You're just going straight to the hill. So one thing I want you to do is stop worrying so much about the hill when you have no map control. That's a big thing. Like, right there, you did the same thing. You gave up the top control, went straight to the hill and lost map control immediately.
Okay,
yeah, you see, it's the same theme, right? You're just constantly going to the hill, losing map control. And it's like, you're trading like pennies for nothing. You're giving yourself penny stock, like, you know, you're giving up real big value there. This is the first time you stretch the map. Now it's 3 down. Let's push up a little bit. You know they're spawning up here. Go for the cut. There you go. It's the first time you've actually been in their spawn. Now just chill. Just relax. They're not there. They spawned out. It's obvious because they're not there, right? That means they spawned out. So you're good. Just chill in this building. That's fine. Good shots. Watch the stairs. Now we can start to rotate through. Maybe go underground there. Go underground there. Take a little ride. Go underground. That's fine. Go underground. Go through the ladder here. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Why not?
I see what you mean.
Why not? Your team is going through the back here. Go through the. They help them out through the front. There you go. Go through the ladder on the outskirts. Now, look yeah. Now. Okay. Now they're gonna be behind you. Now they're gonna be behind you like the P3 side.
I see.
So be quicker, P3. So right now again, push out. Why are you sitting on the team with your? Why are you sitting with your teammates? That should be quicker to push out. You see the same thing. Now got the ladder. There you go. Now where they're coming through the front. So you gotta be quick here with these rotations. Good. That's fine. So right there, the first thing is like you need to push out a cut to see if they're coming from there. In that scenario, they didn't come from there. That's fine. Rotate. Right now we go through the front of the new. So now look, our teammates there. We go through the front. There you go. Just hold this middle cannon. Put a trophy down and just chill. There you go. Watch the right now. No one's coming through middle. Watch the right. Look at your map. Someone snuck through. So you know one snuck through. Okay, you get that one guy. That's fine. They're gonna be at the back now. We keep sliding in. Your mechanics are fine. It's just the decision making right now. This is good. Good push. Yeah.
Yeah. So you think it's definitely decision making?
I mean, there's obviously more. It's not just one thing, right? It's never just one thing. It's it's everything. It's just about what it is. Just the understanding of the game and when to do certain things. It's not like there's so many variables to the game, right? It's like I'm not gonna say there's nothing that's perfect, but there's nothing that's bad. It's all just understanding the game.
Understood.
I can see just from your decision making, some of you're making plays that aren't the most optimal play. That's kind of the biggest thing I would say. Like even right there, 12 seconds left, I probably would have just rotated there. Like you go through the front, it's fine. I don't mind it. But now if you think about your teammates in a 1v2 at the bottom, probably it ends up working out okay. But it's just right now, let's see what you do. I'm gonna see how you play this one out. Okay, so right there, perfect. First wave of kills, instead of standing on the head glitch and getting the first wave, you end up dying, and now you put more pressure on your team. Right now, I'll go through top middle again. Just little things like that. Using your equipment right now, straight away. You should have used your equipment at the what's it called, the zip on the right. There you go. That should have been quicker. So you did it a little bit late there, but it ends up working out. So you're making plays that are kind of working out, but you're getting a little bit of lucky. So I want it to be more consistent. Like right there, I didn't tell you, but as soon as you went down, it should have been obvious to you. Use my equipment, watch double door, and use my equipment on the zip line. But you took your time there. Same thing now. Should be using your equipment zip line immediately. Because you know they're going to spam through there.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Like your gun skill isn't bad. Like your gun skill is definitely diamond level. And like it's fine. It's just more like the way I don't think you're utilizing yourself enough. And you're not putting enough pressure on the opponents in any area. Or adjusting to your teammates enough, I would say. That's the biggest thing. Just adjusting to what your teammates are doing on the map. I feel like you have like a plan and the way you want to play the game, and you're just hoping your teammates are filling in the gaps. That just doesn't work in solo queue because you're playing with different teammates every game, right? So how are they going to adjust to you every single time? Like, how many times have you picked up an AR?
But I see what you mean.
How many times have you picked up an AR? How many times have you said, right, my teammates, I'm going to hold this power position?
Because if they're not doing it, I have to do
it. Exactly. So you're saying I don't normally solo queue, so good. It's a skill gap. Solo queue's a skill. Like I said, like this game you're probably going to lose, but you didn't play bad, like in terms of statistically. But I think people look at the statistics and like it's everything, but there's so many layers to it. There you go. 10 seconds left there. It's gonna be difficult right now, but look what you did right there. Those 2 kills. Like if you actually did this a little bit earlier in the game, like look, oh, what a coincidence, you get a 3-piece, you know what I'm saying? Like right now again, you should be pushing this up quicker. There you go. There's a 4th on your right, you know the rest is spawning up. But you see what I'm saying? The first time you whip up an AR and actually stretch the map, what happens? You get like you're a 5 streak. Like it's just about being more just being quicker to react to the game. Like you pulled out an AR when I said it at the end of the game on the last hill, but there was so many times before where I was like, I'm gonna wait for him to react and pull out an AR. Like overall, you weren't playing bad there, but okay, let's go through that. How many kills did you get? What's your KD there and stuff like that?
Wasn't great, but
so you say it wasn't great. Like what? Like why was it not great? What makes it not great for you when you look at that? Like what's not great about it?
I mean, because I usually say try to look at like like for me when I lose, I'm like, okay, well, like look at this guy. He got 33 and 21 at 115 seconds, 118 seconds, 32 and 18. I had 29, 23, and I only had 56 seconds on the time.
Yeah. So you're looking again very, very one-dimensional. So what we need to do is expand your mind to the game a bit. First of all, you're looking at 3 stats. You're looking at your kills, your deaths, and your time. How long did you spend holding spawns there? How many routes did you take? These are things that aren't on this. Oh, I have to verify my account. Give me a second.
You're good.
Activision, I love it. But yeah, okay. Again, not bad, not bad. We just got. Let me just 1 second. Send me a code. We're gonna go through and just. I saw everything I needed on the first P3 rotation. To be honest with you, everything else it was just reinforcing that what I already saw. It was just like. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's a trust issue you have with your team or something. There's something there that's stopping you from just, okay, my teammates need me to do this. I'm going to push out and hold the map control, and you just weren't doing that. So we're going to go into a private game now. I'm going to show you what I mean in terms of like what I want from you a bit more. When I said that, and you said, all right, I get what you mean. What were you getting from that when I was saying that? Because you were like, okay, cool, I get what you mean. So what were you taking in from that, from the conversation I was saying?
The conversation about the rotation to P3.
Well, generally, like, every time I was saying like a point, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. So what, I want to see if like what you were understanding from what I was saying, just so we're on the same page, you know? Because sometimes you might hear one thing and think something else. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
A lot of it, I think, from what you were saying is trusting that my teammates are going to do what they need to do. So I just need to do what they're not.
Yeah,
because there's only.
I mean, that's basically a good
what
point.
I got from it.
And why do you think you weren't doing that? Like, is it something you didn't think about?
Because
is it something you were like actively? I don't trust my teammates, or what were you? What was really going on there?
I think I get like for me, right? Like I said, I don't usually solo queue, and I usually have either 2, 3, or maybe even a 4 stack a lot of the times. And I think that because I play that way most of the time when I try to solo queue, I don't have comms a lot of the times. I don't know what's actually going on, and it makes me like I feel like I need to play the point, right? And then it's I don't really know how to explain it.
No, that it makes perfect. What you said, issue. No, what you said's fine. Like you explained it perfectly, and that's kind of the part of the problem, right? So let's join the private game first. I've got the game code for you. If you can join the private game.
All right, give me 1 sec.
No worries, no problem. So it's 24 MD4.
24 MD4.
Yeah, 24 MD4. So the first part of it is just understanding that there is no roles in this current version of the game, and generally in the last few years, roles aren't a thing. So what I mean by that is there's preference, which I guess you can call a role, but there isn't like a set role. Like you aren't the hill guy, because what happens is if your teammate is watching over you right on protocol and he dies, and you need to take up. The way it works is there's going to be 4 people on your team, right? And there's going to be 4 spots on the map that they need to occupy, and each spot is going to have a preference and I would say like a percentage of importance. If you're like, I'm going to be the hill guy, think about it. If you die, are your teammates not like, what happens? They're just not allowed on the hill. You know what I'm saying? So that thought process is very, very old-fashioned. It's kind of like it's the old way of playing Call of Duty back in Black Ops 2 when there was I'm an anchor, I'm this, I'm that. That's just not a thing anymore. The game has evolved so much that everyone needs to, 1, do everything, and 2, is just fill in the gaps. So the first thing is, could you put a tactical insurgent on for me, please, on your class? Just so that when we're going through, it's just easier to move around the map and get back to spots. So if you put that on for me.
What was that? A tactical what?
Insurgent under field upgrades.
No, I've never actually used that before. Got it.
Put it on your AR as well for me. So basically what that does is when you use it, you just spawn up. You put it down and you spawn up with it. It's not obviously in competitive, but this way, when we're going through drills, you're able to get back to that spot really quickly. So it's an efficient way in the private game. But you never used it before? In pubs back in the day? Oh, you said it's the first Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever played Call of Duty, and I played pubs for about 3 weeks before.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, this game I would. Yeah, no, this is back in the day, like 10 years ago thing. I'm talking about. And this was a newbie thing where everyone used to love it. Okay, if you could just meet me at middle for now, and we'll start with an AR. And we'll start with a sub. We'll start with a sub, actually. Meet me middle, we'll start with a sub.
Free for all. You know what Langley expects. Get it done.
Okay, so like I said, the first thing is like your gun skill is fine, okay? We'll get through a bit more detail with that. Like your actual mechanics are like, there's nothing wrong with them, okay? So if you come with me, but it's just about the decision making in certain areas. Let me give you a perfect example. So we're on P2 right now, and we're transitioning into P3, okay? So if you stand right here for me. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question in terms of if we were like a genie right now, if we were like, this is our practice, we're in a scrim, we're in a private game, and this is where we're thinking about the game a little bit more. We have time to think about the game and kind of how we want to play. So right now, if I said to you, we're going on P3, and I give you a magic line, a magic ruler, like a magic line, a magic tape measure, right? And when you do, what you do is you do it like this. You go across, and your opponents aren't allowed past that line. Yeah? Where would you want that line to be for P3?
In my team, if they weren't allowed past that line.
The opponents are not allowed past the line.
Probably like right here.
Show me. Give me the exact line. Show me the line.
Probably just all this right here.
Okay. Would you not want it, like, if you have a magic line, would you not want it even further? Like, even here? Like, if we could, like, why not further away, right? I'll give you a magic line here.
They spawn, what, right here?
All right, sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. Exactly. So I'll give you a magic line, my friend. You'll be very generous to them. You're giving them a lot of space there. So where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay, yeah. So show me the line you'd want them to be trapped in, essentially. If you could trap them somewhere.
If I could trap somewhere, probably like...
Sure. So,
right
perfect.
there.
So this is the most extreme version where we have a magic line. Right now, obviously, we don't have that in game. But if we could, what we're trying to do is replicate this as close as possible. So what we want to do is basically trap them on this side of the map. Now, just as a quick insight, why do you want them at this side of the map and not the other side of the map?
For P3?
Yeah.
Just so that we can spawn literally right behind P3 if we do end up dying, and also the rotation of P4.
Yeah. So again, it's just easy. It's just an easy answer. It's not. That's again. You made it a little bit more complicated. Just the easiest answer is P3s. You want them as far away from the hill as possible. Like, right? Like, because then we have more time. Like, that's it. Yeah. So again, sometimes easy answers are important here. So if you come back towards me, please just ran away from me. You left me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were running over there.
No, I wasn't even moving. You just ran away. No, you're good. So yeah. So now we know what we want. This is our goal. We want to keep them as far away from P3 as possible. Okay. So now if you come with me, we're on P2 now. Obviously, again, this is a perfect scenario. We're not going to be able to replicate that, but we want to get as close as possible to that. It's like in Hardpoint. If I said to you, what would you want the score to be? You're like, I want it to be 250-0. We're not going to be able to replicate that every single time, but we're going to try our best to get as close to that. You see where I'm coming from? We're going to look at the perfect scenario and try and get as close as possible. So now I'm going to say, right, that's a really good line to have, but a more reasonable line, just because they're going to be moving, is probably like this, which is your line that you said. So this is the more reasonable line. If you come here, it's like this. It's like keeping them trapped on the left side of this line. Okay, cool. So now we have a more reasonable line. What we're trying to say is we don't really want them to get past here, if possible, because then they have a harder push through. It's just so many negatives for them. So now we're on P2. Your teammates are all back there. And you're standing right here. Whoa. That clash round made me deaf, bro, though. That was so loud. Was that yours? Hello?
What were you talking to me?
Was that Clash Royale or something? That just made me literally deaf.
No, that was not mine.
Was that from your mic or my tweaking?
I don't play Clash Royale, so I don't know.
Is it someone near you that's on the phone? That just, I don't know, that just made me deaf.
Unless my 1-year-old daughter is playing Clash Royale, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know if I'm tweaking. So, okay. Anyway, so yeah, we go back to this area. And yeah, so right now we want to keep them far away, right? So what you did from here is we know they're spawning back P2. We know they're spawning back there. And what you did is instead of keeping them trapped here, you did this. And you're giving up map control. So come with me. Like pretend you're like my shadow, like chase me. You're going up and you're holding it from here. Now, this isn't a bad play in itself. It's a bad play because there's 2 people already here. So that's one, you're either just ignoring them completely, or 2, you're not thinking of the highest leverage play, right? So in that scenario, whatever the reason is, we need to just kind of get rid of that. So if I see that I have a teammate here, right? Think about it again now logically. So we're standing up here. The opponents are going to be looking at this top window trying to fight us.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good. Somehow I escaped it. So what you needed to do there was say, okay, my teammates are spawned, my teammates have that area, my opponents are coming through there. I'm just going to do this. Just chill. Just relax here. Just chill. Go prone. Just relax. Now you go, now wait for the timing. This is where timing's important. Okay, why do I not want to stand like this, do you think? Could you stand here for me? Why do you think maybe stand like that isn't the best play? It's a good play, but why do you think it's maybe not the best play?
Because the whole team's spawning back, so they're probably gonna see you,
Good.
And then
that's the key thing. That's the key thing. You might shoot me once, so stand there. So you might shoot me once, or I might back away, and now maybe my teammates shoot you, we back you down, or whatever it may be, right? We know you're there. So what you want to essentially do is go prone behind the wall, hide behind the wall for me. You want to kind of hide there. Now, when you think it's right, when you see me shooting, that's when I want you to come out and kill me, okay? Not yet, when you see me shooting. You see that? Isn't that an easier kill for you? Because I'm distracted by your teammates, you see? So you have to play the map and be more patient, and you weren't doing that. So when I said, you were playing well, but it just wasn't as disciplined as I want it to be, okay? So again, right there, this is what you could have just chill, just go prone, relax. And right now, the opponent, you know they're going to come through the front. They're either going to do this, they're either going to come through the front like this, or they're going to come through the left. So whatever you do, your goal right now, if you had a perfect scenario, is to get like a 2 or 3 piece and then back away and just give yourself another wave of kills. So what I would have done is just literally play there, played like this. I would have just gone prone, maybe chilled like this. The reason I go prone here is because the old hill's still activated. There's like 5 seconds left. They could come from the outskirts. So I'm just going to go prone and wait for a timing. And then once I know they're on my right, I can hear them. I wait. I kind of want them to run past me. Now, why do you think they can't do this? Why do you think they're not going to just do this? Why do you think, as the opponent, they're not going to just slide around the corner and do this? And kill me there?
I've never done that.
Okay, first of all, like you said, it's just a bit unnatural, right? It's a bit weird. It's like, you know, why are they going to know you're there? It's kind of its weird spot to sit. It's a bit unnatural. So it's an off angle, right? So they're not really going to look there. But second, the biggest thing that we haven't thought about, I'm not going to tell you. I want you to think about it from the scenario we have. Why, if I'm the opponent right now, why am I not going to do this? Besides it being unnatural. Why else? There's a big variable that we've spoke about.
Because you're going to get shot from the top.
There you go. Perfect. So now you're thinking a bit more how I want you to. If you have a teammate, if right now, if my teammate's up there, you're looking up top, right? Do you think you're going to just run and do this? Probably not. No. Very unlikely. So what you're doing is setting up a cross angle. And this is very important, especially in solo queue. So this is what I was saying to you when I said, I don't think you're leveraging your teammates enough. You want setting up cross angles. So a cross angle is something where, let me show you another one. Could you come down here for me? Yeah, right now we're in a 2v1. And we know that the guy is, he's on the point like here. He's on the point here, right? We're in a 2v1. When I say now, we're going to slide in together. 3, 2, 1, now. Can he shoot us both at the same time?
No.
Why not? Because we're 2 completely different areas. So you want to, how you break a hill is you set up, you go from different areas, you pitch together, right? Same thing when you're holding a point. Same thing when you're holding a point, okay? So for example, right now, if you sit in this corner right here, opposite me, just in front of me, right there.
Oh, my fault.
No, you're good. Imagine we're in a 2v1 and we know he's spiral. I said, right, he's spiral. Look, spiral. I say he's spiral. I'm going to back away like this, and I go prone. All you need to do is sit opposite me, like that. Because this is the problem. If you do this, what's the problem with this? Tell me what's the problem with this spot right here.
He has the potential to pick me off.
I could do exactly. I could do this. And my teammate, your teammate there, who was me, isn't able to see me. You see what I'm saying? So angles are very, very important. They're basically everything. So yeah, if you come back down here again, please. Perfect. So right now, if you stand deep in this corner, how can he kill you? What is the only way I can kill you right now? I have to come around the corner. I have to. If I come around the corner, I have to choose one of you. I can't possibly come around the corner, do that and do that at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So this is why you set up cross angles like this, where, like that, for example, and we both have our cross a little bit up. If he slides out, one of us have to get the kill. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing on holds. But that's something I want you to add to your game. And the way you do that is look at your teammates. So right now, your teammate's up top. Okay? Can he kill me if my teammate's shooting him? No. So we go prone and we relax it. Talk to me about that thought process and just overall that bit of the game. What's your thoughts after going through that?
I would definitely say something I don't do.
Yeah? But what about, like, You know, does it make sense? What's your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you have any questions about it? Just give me some thoughts on that. Because I saw that you weren't doing it a lot, so I'm glad that it's something you don't do, because it's something we can add to your game, okay? So give me some thoughts on that, and then we can move on to a similar scenario with the same concept.
I mean, I like objectively, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I can definitely think back to times where I'm running past and I get shot, and I'm just like, why is he even there?
Yeah. And it's just
like,
about
you know what I mean?
being annoying,
Especially when I play kids who are crim, kids who are eerie, like, because I get in lives with them every once in a while. I play with my other friends, and it's just, I can just tell that they already know where their teammates are, and they already know where they have to be to support them. And I think that's something that I'm really lacking in.
Spot on. So the problem is what you were doing, again, just back to the same play, right? Is if we go up the ladder, we now have like, if you come up with me, like, don't get me wrong, it's a good spot, but this is why it just wasn't a perfect spot, because now you have 3 people here. It's just kind of like as an opponent, again, you guys have the advantage, but I would always rather have somebody here and play like this than having 3 people in the window, because again, it's a good spot, but you know your opponents now, they have, even though it's a hard shot, they have a clear plan. You know what I mean? Like, they just know they have to watch that top window. They don't have to worry about anything out of the ordinary. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're in your sight, and it's kind of just like, if one of you get picked off, it's just not, you're not giving yourself a high chance of success.
Yeah, because I can see it, like, you have somebody like top window who's watching the push through this side. You have someone here watching this, and then you're here just basically to come out if either of us die.
Exactly. But it's, you know what it is as well? It's like you're just trying to be like, think about it like this, okay? Could you put attack in, sit down? And just come here for me. And I want you to play as if you're shooting my guy in the top window. Okay? But you could push out as well when you need to. Like, push out. Don't just, like, you can push out when you're ready, okay? Go for it. And then watch the kill cam. And then I backed away. And I've repositioned now to the bottom, for example. Like, oh, you don't watch the kill cam. Remember to watch the kill cam there, just so you can see how it looks, okay? But it's just about, you're giving yourself a perfect, you need to get one there. Especially when you're holding a hill, the biggest thing is the first kill. So this is one more thing we're going to go through, and then we're going to go back to this point, okay? But the biggest thing I want you to do, is everything okay?
Yeah, I have my kill, I have it turned off.
That is one of the dumbest things you can do, and I don't use that word lightly, because in game you need to watch the kill cam. It's something I always advise. Why have you turned it off? It's one of the worst things you can do, because what you're doing is every time you but that's bad. That's the problem. You're getting free input every time. If I say, okay, I'm gonna flip it. I've got a I can't believe you just said that to me. It's the worst thing to say to me. That's like saying, oh, I'll turn my mini map off. I don't need it. It's like, think about it like this, okay? Your kill cam is, if I said to you, okay, every time you die, I can give you a free input of what you did wrong. Would you not want that every single time you die?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and you just said, skip input. I don't want it. Skip input. Let me show you what I mean. Perfect example. If I killed you from here, if I killed you like this and went prone, would you not want to know where I was? Or why I was there, or how long I was there for, or what move I did? Because then you can, 1, adapt to it, and 2, add it to your game. All right, if you got killed from behind, you wouldn't really think, oh, he was actually gone prone here. You wouldn't really think about it, because you might just see me on the map like this. But you would just think, oh, I got flanked. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to use the word dumb in a rude way. I didn't want to use it in a rude way. I wanted to use it in a more of a, like, red flag way, okay? So I apologize if that was a bit rude.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, no, the reason I wanted to stress that was because it's such a red flag for me. It's like you're basically saying skip learning, and that's like a big no-no for me, okay? So I definitely want you to not do that, bro. And I know the thing is, the kill cam is such a weird one, because it's such an easy thing to skip, and I get why, and I skip it myself as well when I'm playing sometimes, but I'm talking about in terms of learning the game, it's probably the best thing you can do. For example, if you stand still for me, and I did this, for example, you could see that as I come around the corner, I'm shooting you. Now, you might think in your screen, like, what the hell, what is he doing? Oh, it's a short jump. You might see, how is he doing it? But if you look through, you can see it. You can say, okay, where did he go wrong? Stuff like that. So you just get free learning in terms of, like, you can watch it and say, right, what mechanic did he do? If I dolphin dive left like that, you can just see how it looks, because your screen never looks like the opponent's screen. Your screen's always going to look different, okay? So if I, like that, you can see from his screen, oh, how did that look? Oh, that didn't look as good. Like, you could just learn the game more. So I would always recommend having the kill cam on. But back to this point here, okay? Another thing I said is about stretching the map. Stretching the map. So, for example, we're on P1. We're on P1. You have a teammate on the point. So this is one of the first things I saw from you. Your teammate's on the point and you're on the point. Now, if you stand up for a second, think about this for a second, just in terms of how many angles right now. So this is a teammate. We're going to put a teammate. This tack into a teammate, okay? So your teammate's getting the point. The problem with you being here right now is it opens up all of this avenue, all of this space mid-gun, right? And think about it from the other side. When did you get player of the game? Where were you? Do you remember where you got player of the game there? I'm just getting AR out, by the way. Where did you get player of the game? Do you remember or no? Because I'll tell you exactly where you were.
I think it was... I thought it was
mid-gun.
P3 maybe?
No,
was it mid-gun?
You were yep, 100%. You were mid-gun and you got an AR out. The second I asked you to get an AR out, you got a 3-piece. You don't remember? You stood here and they were on the point and you just ripped them apart.
I remember it. I just didn't remember that was the play of the game.
No, so that, but you remember that play, right? And why did it work? Think about it from the enemy's perspective, okay? And now you're like, why was that easy for you? It's because they had everyone squashed here, right? So think about the angles. There's only so many angles you could hide from. So if I'm standing here, which is a safe spot like this, could you stand there on the hill for me?
Yeah.
And not move, okay? Just stand exactly where you are. You can go close to cover, like snake it, but don't shoot. Just snake it. Think about how many areas you can get shot from. So you can get shot from their side. So that's you in cover. Cool. I can go around like this. I say, okay, he's not there. I can go around like this. If I shoot you from there, like, stand still for a second. Just stand still. Right there, you're hiding from me technically, right? Who can shoot you now, do you think? My teammate Heli. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's not really a safe spot for you. Like, if I'm shooting you like that, my teammate right there is going to shoot you. And if you go prone, all you've done is you go prone for me. So now you're hiding, but what you're doing is making it a 3v4 for your team. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because you're not in the fight now. So you need to stretch the map. Now, why do you think this is a better spot? Like, instead of you being on the hill there, why do you think this may be a better spot like this?
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Because you're covering pretty much all of big gun.
You're covering big gun. You're covering this whole right street, and the opponents now. It's not even about like killing anyone. If I'm the opponent now, I actually can't get to the like. Let's think about it from the opponent's perspective, okay? Could you go back to where I just was on that hang glitch? Okay. When you're ready.
This one right here.
No, the other one. So just that side. Yeah, so right there. So you kind of want to shoulder the wall here, like just shoulder like this. You kind of want to be back here, yeah. But you can go around this way. You can be annoying. But the point is, if you're standing here, you're stretching the map. I can't, as an opponent, do this. I can't just run out and occupy this gun and kill your teammates. So your teammates now can stay like this. Does this make sense? Like your teammate can hold it like this now because he doesn't have to worry about his right. But what you're doing is when you're standing here, you're giving up that right side. The opponents can be there. Right now, if you're the opponent, I'm the guy in the hill. How easy is a kill that for you?
What if
you're right now you're the opponent and I'm capping the hill. Did you kill me right now if you wanted to?
Pretty easily, yeah.
So what would I do? I'd have to go left into cover like this, right? Like maybe like this?
Yeah.
Okay, now could you go heli for me? So right now I'm technically hiding from you. Now you're another teammate. Maybe you're back heli. Is there any way to stop me right now? Is there any way to kill me right now? Do you think?
Yep.
Okay, what if I do this?
Not anymore.
Okay, but what's the problem now? I'm out of the game. I can't really help too much. Okay? So I'm basically leaving my team in a 3v4. You can push up now. You can come towards me. So that's why one thing I saw from you was you were just very limited. You kept on playing the hill and you just didn't push out the map enough. Let me give you another example, okay? So we're on P2. Your teammates get the kills. And your teammates are on the time. I was like, okay, go. You're going to push out. This is what you did. You just stood right here. You stood right here. Now you have a submachine gun and you're watching this angle like this. Yeah? Think about how much map control you're taking right now. How much space are you holding on the map right now? Sit in that corner for me. Sit in that corner for me. With a sub. Because you're the sub, right? That's what you're doing. You're sitting in the corner. You're kind of just tucking time. If you're by yourself, cool. But you literally have two people with you. Right now, this is what you should have done. Come with me. You should have said, right, my teammates are here. My teammates have top middle. I'm going to do this. So now you have this whole street. So if anyone runs past right now, I'm the opponent. If I run past like this, just sit in the corner for me. Okay, tell me what you would do right now. Don't kill me, but tell me what you would do. You just got 4 down. You've pushed up. My team are spawning here, okay?
kill you right there.
Okay, that's the problem. You wouldn't kill me there. You shouldn't kill me there. Why not? Why was that a trick? Why did I not want you to kill me right there? What was the scenario I said?
Oh, because all of our teammates, you want me to wait.
I want you to think about
push up.
Exactly. Think about it like this. Okay, so I'm the first person. If I'm the first person, I'm going like this. If you were to shoot me right now, you'd probably get me, which is good, right? But think about it. Imagine I'm standing there, right? If I'm my teammate, I see you. I'm just going to slide and get the trade. So what you do is this. You let one go past. Then you look to the left. If there's no one else there, then you get the kill. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
You see where I'm coming from in terms of like being actually efficient. So if you got one kill there, I would have said it was good, but it wasn't perfect. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that extra layer. Like you want to make the most out of it. Like the kill's good there, but why are you just settling for one? You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You're settling for one kill. I want like 3 from you. So go prone here. Imagine I'm playing, okay? And I want show me how you would actually do it in game. Okay?
How
3.
Like how I would actually do it?
Like how you would actually kill me, and imagine my team's behind me. So do what we just said.
All
3,
right.
2, 1, go. Okay, so that's better. So right there, I'm gonna watch the kill cam. Okay, same thing, but even when you're going out, like, actually think about there's an opponent there. What you did is you kind of stood up and you weren't ready for that fight. So that was good. So you kind of just slide around the corner as if you're actually fighting the guy, and then turn around again. Be a bit more annoying there. And then as soon as you get that kill, what could you do? As soon as you get that kill, what could you do? Think about it logically, yeah, right? Think about it logically. You killed me, and none of my teammates are here. Where do you think they're coming from?
Mid.
Perfect. So show me, what could you do? You just killed my team. You just killed me. There you go. Now you're thinking. Now you're actually evolving your thought process in game. They have to be middle. If they're not middle, they're probably gone underground from spiral. So we come back here and we just watch. We just chill. We just chill. And there's what, probably 20 seconds left there. You know what? That's fine. They're probably maybe one rotated, or we're just reviving right now. We're good. We set up for new. You see, there's just the extra layer. Okay, and that's what I want you to add to your game. Any thoughts?
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, good.
I can see like I can definitely see I was not doing that.
Yeah, I think that I could see that as well when I was watching you. Like I said, it was like you were doing fine. You were getting 3 pieces, but you were making that. A big thing I said to you was a lot of your fights were on the hill. So what I meant by that was, for example, P2, if we're fighting like this, right? If we're fighting like this, and we're fighting like this, and you kill me, right? The problem is like, why are we fighting on the hill? If you come with me again, I want you to kill me when I'm over there. So play this off angle edge, go prone like this. Go prone like this. And same thing, when you kill me, see me, okay? Sorry, when you see me, kill me. Same thing, okay? So you see, it's just different there. It's because now you've killed me further pushed out. Did that make sense what you just did there? Like, did that feel good? It looked good.
Yeah, it felt
when I watched it.
Yeah, it felt good.
And the best thing is, right, it's like, imagine that most of the time I'm going to have a teammate with me. Think about it like logically. If you kill my teammate now, I'm not going to have the reaction to mid-fight, turn around and snap on you. So you just got a 2-piece, and then you just reposition again. Okay? So what I just showed you is kind of pushing out and being aggressive. That's good once you get map control. But what you were doing as well, this hill right here, is think about the most important thing. Where do I want you to kill them? I want you to kill them as far back in their spawn as possible, right? So one thing you were doing though, and you did this on the bottom hill, is you tried to push out when you didn't have the timing. So do you remember when you got when the guy hit team kill here and you pushed out and you died there? Do you remember that? On the bottom or no? Okay, so the reason why I said it was a bad play was this. It would have been a good play, but you need to get the first wave first. So what you should have done is stood here, got the first 1 or 2 kills first. Once you get the kills, then you push out. Because think about it, you don't want to get caught in the sprint here. You want to get the kills. Now you got the kills, you know they're spiral. Now you sit here, for example. Now you sit like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, you want to give yourself the timing. Because you don't know where they're going to be. Like, if you come out through the front door and I'm sitting like this, you're dead. But if you get 4 down, can I be here? No. I have to be spawning spiral or the other side. So that's what I want you to do more of. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, come with me again.
Perfect sense.
So right now, your teammates are coming through double door. Okay? You're going through spiral. This is what you were doing. This is what you're doing. Ah, died, darn it. Die, damn him. Ah, I keep dying. You keep standing here fighting. This is what you should have done. Chill. Like, wait. Just shoulder, be annoying, and just try to bait for your team or get in for like, basically be a distraction. Let me show you what I mean. If you come here for a second, think about it from this perspective. Could you stand up here? I want you to try and kill me, okay? From there. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, there's no way. You're
Go for
doing
it. Try and
that.
kill me. Try and kill me. Okay, let's stop for a second. Now, from this scenario, I've got some information. I know that the person on the back generator is looking at Spiral. So now think, just stand exactly where you are. Think about it like that, okay? Where do you think your teammate is watching double from? If you had to guess right now, could you put a tactical insertion where you think? Just show me. Show me the exact spot you think your teammate is watching double from.
Well,
Perfect. I'm glad you did that. So did you see what I did? Because I thought the exact same thing. Did you see what I did? Show me what I did there at the end there. I baited you in. I baited you in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
You
saw
see?
you came this way.
Yeah, exactly. You see that? So I went ahead of what you thought because we both thought the same thing. So right there, I baited you. Wait. I thought, I'm not going to go for you. I'm going to go for the guy double door. Now, as soon as I kill the guy double door, you're going to be in a panic because of two reasons. One, you know I'm still on the left, so you're probably looking at me. But while you're looking at the left, what do you think is going to happen double door? My teammate, who I just bought time for, he's going to see you right there. He goes, oh, hello. You see what I'm saying? You were not doing that. You weren't giving time to your team. Now, all I want you to do is kill me and then watch double door. Ready? Kill me and then watch double door. Now watch double door. Okay, cool. Do you think my teammate double door is going to be able to do anything right now?
No.
Why? Because it's not only you watching him, the guy in front of you watching him as well. What was the difference in that play? The first play, I bought time, and I killed the guy watching double door. This is the first play. The second play is what you were doing. Is you were just going in, dying, boom, and now your teammates are vulnerable. Okay? So you have to play your life more. Try again. Try and kill me. See, you're there, so I'm just going to go like, wait, play my life. I know I can't really fight this guy. I got a trophy down. I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, I think he's going to be in the double door. I'm one shot, but I'm fine now because I've killed your teammate, and now my teammate's going to help me. I go through again, and now you're looking at me. You now look double door, look double door. See what I'm saying? You just wait for the timing. You just keep shouldering and being annoying until you find the timing. Talk to me about that. What are you thinking?
No, it's like I don't know how to like put it in words, but I understand what you're saying. It's like I can see what I'm not doing. I'm not being helpful for my
That's what we wanted, though, right?
Yeah, I'm either getting a 3-piece or I'm just dying.
And the problem
You know
is
what I mean?
like, yeah, no, 100%. But do you see this specific play? The problem with it is like, especially in this hill, right? This is such a money hill. Like, you know, if the person, we'll call this one defending the hill, right? You know, if the person defending the hill gets a kill, if I kill this person Spiral, the person double door basically has a 0% chance of breaking it. Because like, this guy's going to be like, go double door for me. I'll go front, like stand anywhere in the head. All right, try and kill me. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry. All
It's
right.
okay, it's okay. Go for it. Now, during this gunfight, and not only is it taking forever, who's getting the advantage right now? What team?
You, because you're getting your hell time.
And remember this scenario. Just stand there. Don't move for a second. Stand there. So this is me versus you, right? But your teammate right now, what do you want him to do Spiral? Imagine if I'm doing this, and then right now, your teammate Spiral just kills me and I go, boom, I'm dead. You just open up the whole lane for you. Now you've got, oh, okay. Now you push in. And now think about it. Go back to the front door for me. It's a bit hard because it's 2 of us doing a roleplay of 8 people right now. But right now, I was watching over my teammate, and now, as soon as my teammate dies Spiral, my teammate dies there, I'm stretching, I'm looking Spiral. What can you do now? There you go. And now I'm one shot. You can push me. Now you can push me because I'm one shot. And now, when you go in, what do you need to look at? What's a danger area? Let's add another layer to this. What do you need to look at when you go in? You know I'm one shot there. So you could chuck us. There you go. That's what I need you to do. So you go through. Now you stun me, for example. You check the left, and then you go in again. Or something like that. Or you can even do this. You can go up top here and like just be annoying and like just add layers to your game because there'll be other people there as well. But is this making more sense now where your problems were? It wasn't specifically like, oh, mechanically you're not good enough. It was just like you weren't stringing the game together and you weren't making the game easy. You were just making the game difficult. There was 3 or 4 instances I just showed you where you just were making the game too difficult. On P2, you were sitting here, right? When you're sitting here, 1, you're giving them all this area, and 2, you're giving them the top middle. And right now, your teammates watching. Stand there for me. You're making your teammates watch middle. You're good. From there, try and kill me, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Like, that's such a hard gunfight. You need to have that pushed out. You shouldn't be watching middle from the hill unless it's like last resort. Like, you should be watching middle from middle. because the gunfight's easier then. That's just the biggest thing I saw in your game. You were taking like gunfights that didn't need to be taken. You were having difficult gunfights. So at the end, when you looked at your score and you said, "Oh, I did okay because I went 29 and 23," I got 50 seconds. I'm like, you're missing the boat. You're missing the key here. And the key isn't the stats that are tracked; it's the stats that aren't tracked. Right there, when I just showed you that spiral kill, how useful was that kill? If you had to give that kill a percentage of usefulness, where 100% being the most useful kill and 0% being a kill that's giving you bad spawns, what percentage of a kill was that? You know when you go down spiral and kill the guy that's on the head glitch, that's watching double door? That's 100 because it's a money heal. That's 100% kill. Now, on the scoreboard, doesn't that still count as one kill? It doesn't count as anything more, does it?
Yeah.
Like, it just counts as one kill.
I mean, it does. It's one kill, but it's an important one.
No, but my point is, but you don't know that when you look at the scoreboard, do you? Like, if I got that kill, you wouldn't know that from the scoreboard. It would just say, "Oh, one kill." And that's the point. The point is, don't just judge your game on KD. Because if I had that important kill and you had 3 kills that give us bad spawns, who's had more of an impact? My 1 kill is more impactful. See where I'm coming from? So you can't just look at the stats and say, "Oh, I could have played better because I did this." It's a very layer 1 way of looking at the game. You need to look at important kills and other stuff. And for example, you know when I was shouldering spiral, what stat does that come under for me? Out of the stats that are tracked, what stat does that come under?
0. None of them.
None, right? So that's why have you heard people say the eye test? Like when you watch a pro, it's all about the eye test. That's why. Because that play, you know, when I was at shoulder and I was getting that important kill, like that's a play you look at and you say, "Damn, that was a great play." But if you actually had to write a stat for that, all you write down is of 1 kill. It doesn't look as fancy, does it? But you could tell it's a good play.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah? What do you think? Should you get
Also,
one more game in?
I can get one more game in, but what's the eye test? I haven't heard of that before.
So the eye test is, for example, when I watch you play right now, if I didn't know what rank you were, and you asked me to judge your rank, I would have said diamond. And the way I look at that is, what does the eye test say? What does my eyes tell me about you as a player? So I would have said you're diamond level. And it's nothing to do with your mechanics want the reason why I put you in diamond in terms of not, like if I had to say, if you said, oh, why am I not in crimson according to the eye test? I would have said the reasons we just went through is why I don't think you're crimson is because I don't think you were punishing the opponents enough. See where I'm coming from? But your mechanics were good in terms of like you were snaking, you were shouldering, you were having good kills, you were jumping, you were doing good things where I would put you as a minimum diamond, but you weren't punishing the opponents enough where I could put you in crimson. So the eye test told me that you're a diamond player. That's what the eye test is. If instead of it seeing diamond 1 for you, if it just showed like a question mark on all the players and I had to, have you ever seen the videos where I guessed the rank?
Yeah.
That's what the eye test is, right? You're using your knowledge to guess the rank using the eye test because there's no raw basis. So when you do guess the rank, you look at everything, right? You look at, oh, did that guy look at his minimap? Did that guy was that guy reading spawns? Was that guy snaking? Did that guy help his team? Was that guy using his equipment? The eye test is just using everything into one term, and it's called the eye test. It's just looking at the game. And the problem with stats is stats are very, very difficult to judge people on. Like you just showed me, there's 5 stats there, but we just went through in the private game, and there were so many other variables to the game. Do you have any questions before we get into this last map?
Not at the moment.
A bit more confident?
No. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do a few of the things that we're talking about. And control is easy because there's only, 3 different spawns?
Exactly. So the layer of the game is easier. So now it's just about... I want you to remember, what was one of the first things we said? You know that imaginary marker I gave you of where you want them to spawn? Think of that in control now as well. Like, think about where you're spawning right now. So when you're on the other side of the map, you want them to be as far back as possible to keep them trapped there, basically. So let's see how you do. But did everything make sense that we went through?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, good. It's recorded for you as well. So, like, if you don't implement it immediately, don't worry. It's going to maybe take a 1 or 2 watches just to go through and really figure it out. But I think it will be better immediately. Let's see how you do.
All right, they're all going that way.
I can already see you using your teammates more than you did the whole protocol, looking at the map, seeing what's open. Now, right now, think about it. They would have pushed out already. That's their spawn. There you go. Good. Does that make sense? Like, right there, you watch their lobby. They would have pushed out ages ago. That's their spawn, so they're pinching you. And that's just, again, thinking about the game like, oh, if they're going to be catwalk, they're going to be catwalk right now. There you go. Now push this up. Honestly, much better already. Much better already. Just using the map more, using your brain more. This is much better. Now just chill. Just chill. This is so much better. There you go. This is 5 times better already, my friend. Tuna, you're doing it, mate. I'm proud of you already. That's 3 down. That's 3 down. Should we get a bit more active? What do you think?
I'm gonna go try to get our control here.
Okay, so just one thing on this. Yeah, so one thing on that timing-wise, you have to be, as soon as you get the 3, you have to go then. Because think about it, there's only 3 seconds, so your timing's going to be a little bit off there, okay? But that was good otherwise. Like, really good start. Probably the best start you could ask for. How's it feeling so far? I feel like you're playing already smarter than you were last game, to be honest. And because your mechanics are decent, like, now you're going to actually feel like the game's going to have more control. I think you're going to just feel a bit more in control generally. Damn, you're stretching the map using off angles. I love this. I love this. So right now, just think for a second. Talk to me. Where do you think they're coming from? Look at the map. What do you think is going on right now?
They're probably, it looks like someone's top
Okay.
part.
So let's play for him.
Oh, he's not there.
There you go. He probably jumped out. Probably an easy kill for you. Oh, right there. So maybe we could have just been a bit more playing our life there. That's such a good spot, right? As soon as you went to the window, you see how you overcommit a little bit? Just kind of shoulder the window a bit more. Like, that's such a valuable spot. You don't want to overcommit there, okay?
Yeah, this guy's playing back.
Hey, thank you. Picked up that aim. I was waiting for that. We've got a trophy system as well. We know he's going to be top window. Pre in that top window, you know he's going to be there. There you go. Got your equipment as well. So these are things that we've got to be a little bit quicker on, okay? The eye test is telling me we're doing a little bit slow on these things. Just a little bit to get to the Crimson level. It just has to be a bit faster. So equipment, throwing, stuff like that, just a little bit faster. He's going to be up here. You know he's ready for this. He might be ready for this.
Nah, there was somebody up there.
Okay. That's 2 down. So now they're going to spawn
a couple
up.
seconds behind me.
Yeah, I'm a few seconds, yeah. This is good for you. Just hold this. You know they're going to spawn at least 2 of them. Watch the front window again. Think about the timing. One thing we got to remember is the timing. If they're not there after a few seconds, there you go. You see? So you see the timing?
He's back there.
We have to think about the timing, okay? One thing is, like, after 3 seconds, they're going to spawn up. If they're not there after, like, 3 or 4 seconds, that means they're probably taking a different route. Good pressure. I should get a few kills there. That's unlucky. Bad. Yeah, that's okay. That was just when you sit down, the centering went a bit off there because of you went down the stairs a little bit, that's all. But this is a round we definitely need to try and take the advantage of because we had such a big lead, so we want to make sure we're utilizing it right now. Okay, you see one on the map. One thing, they're trigger discipline, and 2 is live marking. Good kill. Keep putting the pressure on them. We only have 10 seconds left there. Perfect. That's 2 down. 2 down. Only 5v5 when you have a few seconds left there.
Oh, he's a bullet.
Unlucky. That's a round you want back. Because what do you think? Tell me, what do you think could have done better that round? There was two
I think
two
we lost
areas.
Enough control going for B.
I think, you know, when you're on top there, I think you need to just play the top a bit more. There was 2 times you went up top and you died up there. And I think that's just like the best spot. Do you know why it's such a good spot? Do you know where they spawn when you're up there or not really?
Oh, they're going to spawn as far away from B
B
as possible.
Yeah, so you know, exactly. So you know, you just being up there, this is something I want you to get used to as well. It's like, even if you don't get kills and your teammates are getting kills there, think about it. You standing there is spawning them further away. So remember that imaginary line we had? You're playing more for that imaginary line when you're up there. So I needed you to play your life a bit up there a bit more. That's all. But for an offense, it was good ticks. We just got to utilize that a little bit more, I'd say.
Yeah, I understand. Let me see here. It's always weird picking up somebody else's AR, bro, because their recoil patterns are so
cheating on your weapon. You don't like it.
Let me see here. Someone's in our lot. What the? I got stuck on something. Dude, that was ugly.
Yeah, this one goes.
Oh, he was there.
What did he do? That. Good off angle, right? Great off angle from him. So right there, what should we do? Watch the kill cam and just see exactly where he was and how he played that. But you see what he's doing, the way he's spawning you out. That's what I wanted a little bit more from you. But this is still okay. You guys gave them A. They gave you A early, and you guys still didn't win the round. So you guys still have time, mate. You're good. 3 down. What do we do? Let's see how you play this. Could have been a little bit better angle, but I like it. Overall, it was good. It was like an 8 out of 10. Think about it right now. Yeah, good. Right front. Good. I love this play. That was a
Yeah,
bad.
'cause
That
now
was
they're
a
all
bad.
chasing me
Yeah,
down.
yeah, that was a bad. They brought attention to you. You get a 2 out of that. That's like a good trade. You know, you look at that, you say that was a useful death. Those 2 kills were valuable kills. So you started to see the game. You're much more disciplined than you were doing in the hard point. Much more disciplined and just better decision making. I would say really good stuff here. Keep the pressure on them.
You know, we
Perfect.
just gotta
3
time
down.
them out.
3 down. Just push it out. Just push out because they have to get one wave of kills. So right there, I would have just pushed that quicker. Yeah, there you go. Just get a kill there. So one thing you have to remember, okay, a big thing is, you know, a kill when you're holding compared to when you're breaking is completely different. When you're trying to break a hill, right, and when you're trying to hold a hill, when you get a kill when you're holding, the setup is so hard for them. 3v4 to break is almost impossible. You see what I'm saying? So you always want to get that extra kill. Good
Oh,
to
dude, that was not
unlucky there. No, that's fine. So right there again, you know, if you were quicker on the start, you know when I said to be quicker there, like when it was 6 seconds left, I think you should have just been quicker there and get a kill and you would have won the round there. Just that little bit of hesitation slows it down. We don't want to have that. Good. Thank you. Thank you for getting an AR out. Thank you. I was hoping you get an AR. I was hoping. This round's an annoying one because you should have won it. But that A point really let you guys down there. Okay, one thing you need to do better is on your head glitches. You need to crouch on them, bro. You need to crouch and strafe on them. You keep on like showing your whole head, and it's really costing you. This round's a tough one. That's a tough round to lose. I think, so let's go back to that point where you lost on the middle there. You know in that middle? You know when there was like, you guys got a 4-piece or 3-piece, right? There was 6 seconds left. You need to just put pressure on them, like go quicker, go prone, and just get 1 kill. Because you know when you get 1 kill then, they have to trade you, and by the time they trade you, the time's up. You see where I'm coming from? That's a round win you guys have right there. So that was just that little hesitation there kind of slowed you down. It wasn't your fault specifically, but it's just like your team crumbled from that. So I would say again, right there, you have to just be quicker. You got the 3-piece, just do that same thing you were doing. Just get aggressive. You know they're spawning up there. Get that 1 kill, be annoying, and then play your life, and you're good to win the round.
Yeah, I'm trying to like implement everything that you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. That was just, again, it's just, you know, that's just that one feedback I would say. But you're doing much. But that's, I told you, I don't really care about the loss. Like, you're playing better. And those are two mistakes of the team away from you being 2 up right now. So this is the closest of a game you're going to get. Perfect. Okay, so we're looking for 2 right now. The last 2 are behind you. That's perfect. Now you're doing the last 2. There you go. You're in a good spot. Good read. Great read from you. This is good. You know when your teammates are pushed out, that's when you can sit on the hill. Perfect. And then vice versa. When your teammates are not pushed out, then you can push out. Kind of just balancing off them a bit more. Catwalk is empty right now. Nice. Get after that guy. That's the 3rd. Get after that guy. That's all you. Unlucky. I would have just banged that out. But that's okay. That's unlucky. That was a good start from you though.
I thought I saw someone there. I got confused. I was like, did I see someone sitting there?
That was a bit of a weird angle from him. It worked out well. Huge 3, huge 3. You know the last guy behind you, just bang it out. I like this play. Yeah, that's fine. That's the last guy. That's fine. Yeah, perfect. That's the last guy. So he's useless because none of your teammates are spawned up. So he's useless. Your teammate kills him as well. You're fine. So you have to watch the kill feed there. Kill feed's important there because you would have seen that guy at the back is dead. Oh, unlucky.
Dude,
one thing you're not doing enough.
Well,
one thing you're doing not enough is stretching the map, like we spoke about. You keep on going in the middle, and you're not stretching the map either left or right. That's the one thing I want you to do a bit more. Okay.
All right.
Stun and aid the cut.
What? Oh, I thought he was dead.
That's okay. You win that bit. Oh no. You guys get it. Yeah, you guys get it. Right, that's 2 down. Maybe get an AR out right now and go far right, I would say, because this is one thing where you keep on like giving them that far right. So I would just post up with an AR. Yeah, but that's
to play against.
Good. Why? That means we can do the same thing to him next time. We know exactly what we do. Okay, let's go far right here, post up, trophy down, and we know they're gonna be top window. So just pre in that top window, crouch chair, and straight for the heady. Okay, this is where I want you to lock in. Get these kills. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now look how much danger and damage you're putting down on that guy.
Yeah, but not really giving me a chance to shoot back.
That's 2 down now. Perfect. That's the 3rd. There you go. Get active. Get active. You know the last guy's behind you. We don't really have the luxury. I would probably just stack the point. We don't really have the luxury. Maybe stun and nade it, but it's okay. We do. You got your equipment though. Your equipment's a big one there. Yeah. So right there, I think you needed to just like you kind of pushed up and stopped, but you just got 3 down. So that's why I said you had to stack the point there. I feel like you could have just committed a bit more, but to be honest, you didn't have a lot of lives there. But yeah, I think overall, I know it was a 3-0, but I don't really care about that. I think there was a lot of changes you made there for the better. How did that feel in comparison? Forget the score. Like, in terms of your thought process there, did that make more sense? Did it kind of align more with what we went through?
Yeah, I definitely felt like I was playing better, like trying to do. I still think I need to work on playing off of my team a little bit better.
You got to remember, right? We just went through what for 20 minutes, 10 minutes ago. Like it's going to take time for you to adjust a little bit. Like it might take like 5 or 10 maps to get really good at it, right? So but immediately I could see the change. Like it's not going to just be like, oh, it's happened now. You know what I'm saying? Like you need reps with it. But that was really positive. Like it really was. I think that was a really good start, to be honest. I think it was very encouraging. I think it was very, very encouraging. So yeah, I was happy with that. How did you find that specific map?
I felt like it was fine. I don't really I'm trying to think of like if there was anything else I could do to win that.
I think those the 2 things we spoke about. Like the first one is like just playing your life on the top in that first round, and the second round was just pushing through the when you got the 3 down. I think those 2 things could have got you the round wins, and it would have been 2-0 up. So I think it was a very, very tight 2-0 lead to them, and they just happened to kind of clutch up at the end there. But it was literally just one decision. So I don't think it was like, oh, you guys got smoked. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was literally one gunfight difference, and you guys win the round. So I think that was a good performance. But just to summarize, the main points from today from you specifically is 1, it's just playing off your teammates more, like I could see you doing there. 2, stretching the map more. So when I say stretching the map, it's like using the far left or the far right of the map more. I think people play so in the center generally. So just kind of using the far left and the far right more of whatever area. Or for example, when you're on protocol, you know that edge when you went prone by the water. You know when you went by the water when you were kind of keeping me trapped on the P2. You know when we were doing that little spawn trap. Using that bit of the map, like the outer skirts that people don't really think of, is a really important thing. You did it a bit more in the vault there, and 3, just adjusting more. Like when you got the AR out, stuff like that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. That makes sense.
Perfect. But yeah, I think it was really good. Any questions?
Is it really just like I'm trying to think about like what do you just have to actively try to play that way and then you just get better at doing it? Is that just like really what you have to do?
I mean,
like,
what do you mean by that?
Like, I'm like, because
I mean, yeah, isn't that with everything?
It doesn't seem like it's. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah. Well, because like for me, mechanics is easy. You know, you go into bot lobbies, you 1v1 good players.
Yeah, but that's the same. Okay, let me ask you a question. You would answer this yourself. Did you not feel like you played more with your team that game than the game before?
I definitely feel like I played more with my team. Yeah.
Like how did you not? Like why was it? Because you were actively looking at the map and seeing what your team needs.
Yeah, seeing where they were.
So that's it
on the map.
That's it. I mean, there's nothing more to it. It's just doing that consistently and like. I don't really get the question in terms of like, are you saying like, how can I practice it? Or are you saying, what was your question really? Like, were you saying, how can I practice it? Or is it like, am I doing what you asked kind of thing? What was the question?
More like, I guess, like, am I doing like what you were talking about?
No, 100%. Yeah, no, I think you did a really good job of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you did that was like as good of a performance as I wanted from that session we just went through. Like, you did everything we spoke about. Yeah, it was good. It just, sometimes I think one thing you do is you panic when you're not getting kills. I don't know if that's true. That's what it looked like. For example, when you're on that top art, right, and you won't get the kills, it's like, just know that the spot you're in is so valuable that you just need to be annoying. Like, look out the window, shoot them, and just play your life up there. Because if you're a nuisance up there, it's gonna. Okay, think about it this: have you ever used a counter UAV in public matches?
Yeah.
How annoying is that when you get counter UAV on your when someone does it to you?
It's a pain in the ass, especially.
It's one of the most exactly. It's one of the most annoying streaks, right? But how many kills does the other team get from that directly? You never know. So it's kind of one of those unsung hero streaks. Does that make sense? Like, when you have like an attack helicopter is getting kills for you, oh, that got me 10 kills. But with the counter UAV, you don't really know how important it is. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So, but you know that it's actually really good and it's really important. Same thing as when you're in those power spots. You're not directly getting the kills, but you know that every kill your teammate gets you are having an impact and you're making their death more annoying because they're spawning further away. Do you get where I'm coming from with the analogy? Like, just
No, I understand that.
being up there is annoying. So when you're in that spot, it's just about having the discipline. One thing I saw in that game that we didn't cover in the private game was you need to be a bit more annoying and crouch and kind of strafe up and down and move left and right when you're on the head glitch up top art. You were doing it more on offense when you're on the outer pillars, but you need to do more of that when you're on the top art. You kept them going and you died about 3 times there without really playing your life there. So that was just the only thing. But I think you did good overall. I think you have a clear plan. Just focus on what you did and watch the kill cam and just what we went through today, just focus on that for a week or two, and I think you'll see a big difference. Because when you're playing solo kill, even with your team, right? If you're just playing one way, it's kind of like you're hoping that your teammates do exactly what's required. But if you're not adjusting to the game, which is consistently changing, then you're always going to have a problem with that playstyle.
Gotcha. Okay. I get that.
But I think you did great. I think you did great, to be honest with you. I think you did really good. I think you did really good. You listened well. You saw the changes, and I think the way you implemented the changes in the second game, I have full confidence you're going to be able to go through. And I think we're a step closer to Crimson, which is really good.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's end the video there. We'll catch up in a second off stream. YouTube, you guys enjoy, drop like, subscribe. Tuna, hit us with a word of the day. I'm gonna start word of the day to see who stayed it to the end. Hit us with the word of the day. What would you like the word of the day to be, my friend?
The word of the day,
or a question of the day, anything. They comment. They have to answer in the comments. The word of the day or the question of the day. So it could be anything. It could be whatever. Go for it. You can start off with word of the day, or phrase of the day, or question of the day. We'll do question of the day. Question of the day. It could be any question you have for the audience. I like that question of the day. It could be a real life one. It could be a nice question. It could be an in-game one. Whatever. You have a question of the day. Go for it. You're the first subscriber for question of the day.
Oh God.
No pressure. Just the first subscriber. I like this one. It's like.
Can it be Call of Duty related?
Yeah, of course. It could be anything.
Yeah, sure.
Anything. First thing that comes to your head. Could be small. Could be small.
First thing coming to my head. All right. How much SR do you need to hit Crim?
Hey, I love it. Perfect. Let him know. Let him know how much SR do you need to hit Crim, and I'll catch you guys on tomorrow. Peace.